on for y'all.
Oh, you got
Y'all
the bling. You got the bling.
Y'all see it? Let's talk about these Atlanta
Braves.
Should the Atlanta Braves move on from Brian Snitker?
Man, he got us a chip. Nah, man. He get it just on GP. He want us a chip. We got a chance to go to a parade. I went to the parade. I had a good time watching us hoist the world championship before our city, man. So, nah, man, give him a shot. At least let him finish the season. Because they trying to get rid of the man. Now, he been making some bonehead plays, though. I ain't gonna lie, some moves. But just for the benefit of the doubt, you brought us a chip to the city, man. He gets the benefit of the doubt. If Dan Quinn would have brought us a chip, he would have got the benefit of the doubt, man.
Okay, look, I'm going to take the opposite side of it just for the sake of argument. I say yes, go ahead and move on. Let's keep the chain going. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get somebody. And I'm going to tell you why, right? I'm going to tell you why. Shout out to Double A. Shout out to Alex Anthopoulos, right?
I like Double A.
Like, shout out to him. But I will say this. That World Series team who won it a few years ago, we are nowhere near that team. That team was lightning in a bottle, for one.
We just said that yesterday. Go ahead.
That team was lightning in a bottle. You're not going to have, like, your best player go down in many situations. Best player. And then you had other injuries, and then where it looked like the season was over, but then they went and got 3 guys who could replace the production of one guy in places here and there, and the timely hits, man. The pearls that were being thrown up. Soler, Rosario, like all the different plays that were made by these players. Like that same aura is not in the clubhouse. That was lightning in the bottle. So
Freddie?
Of course, Freddie. Of course, Swanson. So, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Denard. Is Denard, I can't remember. Is Denard still? Did we move on from Denard? Our old catcher.
I think he's gone.
Right?
Denard.
So this is what I'm saying. At some point, the collection of players that we do have, who our star guy, he wasn't a part of that World Series run. We lost Coach Washington. So that same aura now in the building, it's time for somebody to bring in something fresh, something new, who can help guide these new. Olsen wasn't on that team. Acuna didn't play on that team. You know what I'm saying?
You keep saying Washington.
Michael Harris. Yeah,
he was a key part.
Yeah, our old third base coach, man.
You keep saying him. I mean, like, I've heard you say his name a lot of times.
He was very key in player development. He was very key in relationships. He was very key in coaching decisions and different things that was made. The man been in the league for the longest. You know what I mean? And he's a very, very well-respected coach. No, I can't. I don't know who should be the head coach. So let me just say that. I don't have any thoughts on who the head coach should be. I'm just speaking, playing devil's advocate. Sometimes you got to move on. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what, it's time to just rip the Band-Aid on off.
So you don't think he should get a chance for bringing the city, your heart, the Atlanta Braves, bringing a chip to the A-Town? You don't think he should get a pass?
Let me tell you this, and this is a whole different sport, but let me tell you this, and it doesn't work all the time, but I'll tell you this. Philadelphia Eagles won a championship in 17, or was it 18? One of those, 17, 18, 17 or 18.
They got rid of Peterson.
They got rid of Doug Peterson. They just won one last year, this past season. So
that makes sense.
Sometimes you just got to move on. And I think with Snitker, I think just the whole vibe, I think they need something new.
I got one for you. And this is off topic, but it's still moving on. Do you feel that the New England Patriots should have moved on from Tom Brady? After all that he's done for that organization.
You know what? I'm in a good Atlanta vibe, and you got to bring up Tom Stinking Brady. I don't want to have a discussion about Tom Brady, man.
All right, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? He got moved on from, just like Joe Montana got moved on from. But have to answer the question, no, Bill Belichick made a mistake. They probably could have won some more. No, he wanted to prove he could do it without Brady, and he didn't. But back to the Braves. Yeah, I think they should go ahead and move on from Snick. It's time to bring in some new life. It's time to bring in a jolt of energy. It's time to go ahead and put the jumper cables on that bad boy, get that thing ignited so we can be around here throwing up chain. Hold on, I think this bad boy even light up. Boy, so we can even be throwing up chain. We can even be throwing up chain.
Y'all see that?
Man, hey, man, shout out to
light
my boy.
Up again.
Shout out to my boy Salem, man.
Can I have that? Can I have that?
No, you can't have this one.
Let me get that one. Why you ain't give me one? Oh, it blinks?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. So look, on behalf of the boy, look at that boy with the hat and the chain. What? I almost feel like a rapper.
I mean, well, you was. So you getting back flashbacks? You was a successful rapper. You got a song with Meek Mill and T.I. and you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you. So you getting those feelings back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I got a clip. I can play people.
No, I'll pass. I'll pass. Right. You know what I'm saying? But just like I fired that guy, it's time for them to move on from Snit.
You know
it's time for them to put a jolt of energy in it. Yes, he helped bring a championship, but guess what? So did Freddie. They moved on from him.
Yep.
Swanson, they moved on from him. We can go down the line. We can go down the line of players. Yeah, we can go down the line of players who got moved on from. But yet we holding on to Snit because he helped that he did. Shout out to Snit, man. Snit, shout out to you. Thank you for everything you did for the city of Atlanta. But I'm saying if they cannot right the ship, and keep that thing steady against rocky waters, it's time to move on. And look, it's not my job to know exactly who they should hire. I trust AA, that he'll find the right person.
I like AA, but listen, I am kind of upset with Snick for how he handled the Ronald Acuna Jr. thing. Where Ronald had spoke out about one of the players didn't run out a hit, and he treated Ronald differently than how he did that. So that kind of like I think it's some tension. I think Ronald cool. He cool as hell, and he probably let it go, but I think it bothered him inside, and it may offend some of the other Latino players on the team, man, because they're going to rock with Ronald. Players going to rock with players. So it may be something going on with that, man. We may need a fresh, new energy, but I'm just saying the reason I would keep him in is because he brought us the chip. But sometimes a fresh, new face, a fresh, new jump start, like you say, put the cables on it, could help everything out because the talent there. I mean, just we not even a couple years past the most home run hitting team ever in the major league. So,
well, let me say this: I don't think Snit is the reason people not hitting with players in scoring position.
Could be the attitude though.
No, I mean I don't think Snit is the reason people not hitting. So I'm not gonna put every last thing on Snit, but I will say sometimes when it's not working, sometimes you just gotta move on, man. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just gotta move on. The way I make decisions, I look at things like if I know there's a certainty in one way, okay, I have 2 roles to go. It's a certainty here. And then there's an uncertain role over here. If I already know what the certainty is and I'm not satisfied with what that certainty is, fuck it. I'm gonna take the uncertain role.
You know
that's just
I like your point. I like your take. Nah, your take.
Like if I'm not happy with what the certainty is, then I say, you know what? I know I don't like that. So I don't know. It could get worse if I do this, but forget it. I just try.